תתעורר! תתעורר! אני רוצה לדבר איתך.
ايش بدك؟
תדבר עברית!
أنا לא מדבר עברית. أنا بحكي عربي. أنت تحكي عربي؟
ערבית? מה פתאום? לא. אז מה, נו? English?
Yes, I speak English.
They did an awesome job of bringing together these two characters from opposing sides of a conflict, and I loved how they were able to be so vulnerable with each other. It really humanized them, and I love the direction here. Those quick cuts back and forth between the two characters when they were talking, it matched the tone and the spirit of the conversation. And we got some great photography too. My favorite was that really quick shot of the two characters when they were smoking and they both leaned back to exhale at the same time. It was just visually very, very beautiful. Um, Perhaps the best thing about this was that it felt like a complete story, but I was also left wanting more by the time it ended. I just wanted to find out what was going to happen with these characters and where the story was going to go. That's a testament to the really great writing and the great production here, too. So, very well done.
Its concept allows us to explore the possibility of a conversation that I can only assume is not being had between individuals from Israel and Palestine, ordinary citizens. And I think that it also allows us to explore and illustrate the possible understanding and empathy that might come out of that conversation and the positive repercussions that that could have. I think that it was a great choice for the filmmaker to cast the same actor for the parts of both Moshe and Mohammad, because it goes back to these two individuals and what they share and finding commonality, as opposed to being stuck in their differences and in the conflict that has been created between these two peoples.
It took me a minute to realize that it was the same actor playing both of these roles in one room, sitting across from each other. I thought that was brilliant and extremely well acted. I mean, he had two different characters with really two different voices happening. So I literally was like, is this the same guy? Is this the same guy? After I clued in I still had to figure that out. I just thought it was so brilliant, and see that he was also the writer, which, wow, very strong story and message, but the acting was amazing. Very subtle. I mean, to be on camera the whole time as two different characters, and then I didn't even realize it was the same guy doing both roles for a minute. I mean, just great. Really well done. Camera shots and angles were great. The lighting, so good. Everything about this was so well done.
Great premise, great execution, great dramatization to sort of bring to light real issues. Really just smart, well done for what is essentially, two talking heads in a room. Definitely manages to keep the viewer interested and engaged. Great performances and good writing will do that. That this one really has it all. It's an interesting and well thought out piece.
Like them talking, I think the characters kind of work through some really complicated subjects that I think you guys tackled in a really great way. And, the realization at the end that they're not so different was, super telling, and I think something a lot of people can learn from. And I just thought it was overall really well done.
It is really a short story in a very abbreviated form about an old adage, clothes make the man, which is a short story by Maupassant. And it's about an Israeli security officer and a Palestinian prisoner who exchange clothes, and in doing so, exchange positions. And the moral, of course, is that positions are relative.
This one really hit home for me because my parents live next door to a family of Palestinians, and they are best friends. and my parents are Lebanese. And they are best friends, but this is the one topic of conversation that sparks some conflict between the two families. And we are not Jewish, but this is one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen depicting these two cultures, these two people. It's wonderful. I love everything about it. The makeup is fantastic. The lighting is great. The location is wonderful. The writing is so spectacular. I really, really enjoyed the performances by these actors. They did an incredible job with the storytelling. Just all in all, just really, really good.